morning! Today I'm going to be talking about a popular show. It has a "the" at the beginning and an "e" at the end of the word. It's the Office. And you see I've got an official mug made officially by The Office. It's backwards because I'm recording this on a phone because I don't have a camera. So, The Office was a great show. An amazing show, guys. So we all have to be prepared. Because there's a lot of talk going around. A lot of talk of people talking about starting The Office again. There's been a lot of talk about that. So, people really want The Office back. And, it's a very famous thing right now. So, we all got to know how to work this. Because The Office was a very famous show. And it was one of the most famous shows on Netflix, on the flicks. You guys probably know what I'm talking about. And they're pretty good producers. They know how to make shows. They are one of the best people in the world that know how to make shows. So, let's get into it.
I looked in the fridge, then I saw it. It was, some pickles, some pickles.
So, The Office, one of the best shows, in my opinion, that was a fake reality show. Some people did think it was a real reality show, if I could speak English today. Okay? So, it was a very popular show back in the 60s. I'm just kidding. But, we all know that The Office was a very great show because you clicked on this video. Why it was famous is because it just had really great comedy from Dwight Schrute, Michael Scott, Jim Halpert, somebody else. I do not remember any of the characters. But we all have got to know that The Office was an amazing show. One of the best shows that has ever existed on television. Do you understand? It is one of the greatest shows ever. When I was a young lad watching the show, I thought it was funny. And now when I'm an older lad watching the show, I think it's funny. Because it's funny for ages that exist. Because it's funny because it's a comedy show. Because everybody knows it's a funny show. The sayings that they say become memes. No! And the other words that come with it. It's a very famous show. Because shows can become famous. And wow, I sound like an idiot. The Office let me talk about The Office's peoples behind the show. There was Steve Carell. No image up there. Maybe images will be at the end, I don't know. I'm recording this on a phone, not a computer, because I cannot afford a computer. Because computers are expensive. And I can't afford them. Because they're very expensive. But The Office was a great show. People say it made them feel good. If they had a bad day at work, or a bad day at home, or a bad day just anyway, don't want to say you can pay stuff. But it made people happy. It was full of comedy. There was Steve Carell behind it. Rainn Wilson. That girl. The guy who played Jim Halpert. I really should have did some research. But there was a part of the show which not that much people liked. It was the last 2 seasons. And you guys can rage at me in the comments. But it was very unliked because Steve left to go produce Evan Almighty, a show that exists, a movie, I mean, whatever, show, movie, anything, you know. But everybody, like, a lot of people stopped watching it after that because the show kind of became, because Steve Carell, the guy who played Michael Scott, had to leave for that movie. And he also kind of wanted to take a break. So that's why some people, that's why kind of The Office stopped, because he left. He did show up in the finale episode. Dwight sweating or whatever. But that was kind of cool. But the show was kind of taking a hard turn because Michael Scott was like one of the best characters. Sure, they still had Jim, they still had Dwight, they still had all those characters. But like the show was made like with Michael Scott and his saying, "She said that." It's probably not in the right order because I don't care. But you all should know because he was a famous actor and there's a fan turning on, so I have to talk louder. But we all know that that was the kind of the turning point for the show because everybody knows that. Because everyone knows. Okay? And some say that he made the show because he technically did. Because he was the main comedian behind it. Michael Scott, the world's best, the world's greatest boss? I don't know. The world, even though he bought the mug for himself, he met the expectations. He made the show. That show kick-started his reputation. And now it's beyond the roof. Roofs of beyond roofage. But that's what made the show. And some people stopped watching it when he had to leave. Excuse me. But some people, the show was just gone. Nobody wanted to watch the show. Nobody cared about the show that much. That's why it ended. Excuse me. But, yeah. The comedy was amazing in that show. Just that show did a lot. Some shows try to copy it. Some shows copied it, kind of. And put, the same people who played stuff in it. Some shows are tried what they did, but The Office did it the greatest. The greatest. And, yeah. The Office changed the world. A lot of people around everywhere say she said that. I don't know if that's copyrighted, so I'm not saying it in the exact order. The show is the most amazing show. It's the worldest. This must be confusing to you, but this was a very informational table video because he made the show and the comedy was amazing. Because the comedy was awesome. That's why everybody's right now saying that they need another season. They need to bring it back. It's in high demand right now. Because everybody wants it. Everybody wants the memes. Everybody wants another season. Everybody wants a finale. Everybody wants more seasons. Everybody wants more episodes. Because it was a great show. It was an amazing show. Because it was. And some people, in their daily lives, have people still telling them about that they like the show. I have to cut this because my phone's about to die. See you in a little bit. Okay. I'm back. So, the show was the best. The comedy was amazing. The comedy was like this. Dude, are you a cop? Are you wearing a wire? No, man. Why do you think I'm wearing a wire? It's not like I'm wearing a wire, man. You shouldn't even think that, bro. I'm not wearing a wire. Oh, okay, you're not a cop. Okay, you can see what I'm doing, man. And that was beautiful comedy. Yes, some characters were dumb. My cat's walking toward me, leave me alone, cat. But that is why The Office is an amazing show. The best show that ever existed in the lifetime of shows and shows and shows. Be sure to watch it. It's like one of the best shows. It's still technically relevant. Like it has jokes that people will get now because it's still relevant in the world now. But yeah, we need The Office back. We need The Office back. Okay, goodbye now.
I looked in the fridge, then I saw it. It was, some pickles, some pickles. Oh, I looked in the fridge, then I saw it. It was pickles, they are so good.